It's a good morning as we're coming to you live from Istanbul, Turkey. It's FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup action, and it's the game between Puerto Rico and Lithuania. Both teams will be looking to claim victory for their last contest here in Turkey before the cup wraps up. My name is Eric McFarlane, and it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to this exciting game today. You can see some of the games we've got ahead of you today and throughout the entire day, where we look towards the finals coming up as well. But before we get there, an exciting contest. These two teams, of course, played with a bit of passion and a bit of vigour throughout the entire tournament. They were unfortunate, though, to run into quarterfinals against the now finalists in the USA and Serbia. So both teams have played with a lot of grit, a bit of determination, some great talent there as we see the Lithuanian team ready to go and ready to take on their last assignment here in Turkey. And they'll be wanting to leave this tournament on a winning feeling. Puerto Rico have a 3-3 record. Lithuania a 4-2 record throughout the tournament. Lithuania, they had a 4-game run to start things off before they ran into the group stages, the knockout stages. So an opportunity for them to really continue to take on that momentum as we see the lights go out and the players about to take the stage for the last time here. Whilst we've got this opportunity, of course, we thank you all for tuning in on YouTube. As you may see there, we've got the chat going as well. So if you want to add some comments, add some feedback, be part of the broadcast, please send us a message. Looking forward to hearing from you throughout the entire game. And of course, the engagement is what we love here, especially here in the next gen hoops, the rising talent, the next stars there. Some of them, well, it can be said that they've already arrived here. Of course, you can follow along on X and Instagram at NextGenHoops using the hashtag FIBA U17, the Under-17 World Cup. So make sure you join in there as well. Before the game gets underway, a reminder to get on board the predicted contest as well. I had a look at that one before, and appears that our prediction, our fans out there think that this is going to be a victory here for Lithuania, an overwhelming majority. If you disagree, make sure you jump onto the FIBA website right now and vote against that. If you do agree, make sure you increase the lead there for Lithuania. At the moment, 83% of our viewership believe it's going to be Lithuania that comes away with the victory. And why that prediction contest is so important is the fact that you can actually win some prizes as well. You can predict the winner of the game, predict the margin, climb the leaderboard, and you can get a shot at winning an official FIBA Under-17 World Cup game ball and also some night gift cards. So don't miss out on that opportunity. All you have to do is say who you think is going to win. So that's a pretty easy contest to get involved with there, I would think. So make sure you get involved as the teams are making their way out onto the court. See, they're full of energy here this afternoon, this morning, this evening, wherever you are tuning in for the World Game. We do appreciate your company.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for national anthems. First, the national anthem of Lithuania. Vyzvania Ustovaši.
The anthems complete, both teams standing with pride and reverence for the anthems as they play, as pleasantries are exchanged between the coaches and players as we get ready here for what should be an exciting contest. As I mentioned there before the anthems, both teams have winning records. Of course, Puerto Rico will want to keep it that way. They sit 3-3. They lost in the quarterfinal to the USA, which they are not on an island alone with that one during this tournament. Their last game, they also lost to the northern neighbours there of the United States and Canada. So they'll be looking to bounce back from that one there as we see the referees for today's contest. Wasim Hosseini, Nicola Zivieri, and Jean-Xavier Rumbiriza from Rwanda. So they will play their part with the whistles in hand as the teams work through their warm-ups there. For Puerto Rico, I'm looking forward to looking at the game of Dwight Gaines, or DJ as he's affectionately known. He's an elite scorer. He's a playmaker, likes to get the long-range shot off. There's the Lithuanian starting five there for you as well on the screen. Saberskis, Virginius, Kukta, Stankovic, and Rashis there as well, the starting five for the Lithuanian team there. Kukta, of course, fourth in the competition for assists per game. So he started things off tremendously well. Had the triple-double, or the near-on triple-double against Canada, just 2 rebounds away. So look for him to get out in transition and put some speed on the game. Puerto Rico, there's the starting five for there. Wilmore, Gaines, who I just spoke of, Arroyo, Darrell Rodriguez, and Rosiado as well, making up the 5 who are going to be taking the court here for Puerto Rico as they get underway here. So a lot to play for here. One of the great things of these FIBA tournaments is getting to see these teams play a full complement of games, no matter which part of the competition they do fall short in terms of the quarterfinals. Again, be very proud of those efforts. And they want to keep their heads held high here. Last-minute instructions from the Lithuanian bench there. Said they're only 2 losses in their last 2 games. They bowed out of the competition against Serbia in a 23-point loss there. Also took on France in their last game there as well. A 14-point loss, but there was a gritty game and a lot of determination there shown as Puerto Rico building up that energy, bringing it in here, ready to go. So they'll be ready to come out onto the court there. If you are watching along on YouTube, thank you very much there for tuning in. Make sure you get those predictions in as well, just in time. You're running out of time, tick-tock, so get in there. But our YouTube membership program as well, something to get across there. You can be a rookie, a starter, or an MVP. You can become a FIBA YouTube member, unlock exclusive content, get early access to highlights, acquire loyalty badges and emojis during our live streams, and get more exciting perks. Pick one of those phases, rookie, starter, or MVP tiers. Be part of our growing community today. Final preparations as the crowd watches along. Which team will leave Turkey on a winning note? We're about to find out in the next 40 minutes of basketball. We are underway. Thank you for tuning in wherever you're joining us here, wherever you are in the world. And an early start and blocks, and volleyball being played underneath the hoop. It gets away there. Missed opportunity that time by Stankovic and misses that one. Bit of a chaotic start there. Doesn't come away with the ultimate result. As Puerto Rico now try to make amends. Making amends for the last play. Gets across there to Zroyas and disrupts the play. Doesn't win the possession, though. We'll get an opportunity here to at least make Puerto Rico reset. So that's with the idea on the outside there, Rosiado, but hands it off to Wilmore. And now the quick fire release. Just short of the mark that time. And it's collected by Virginius. There's that pace on the ball. You see Kukta engaging very quickly with his teammate there. And now through to Saberskis. Dump pass. Oh, loses the handle. May have spent it before he earned it. 5 on the shot clock. They have to find themselves a way. Oh, gets past the traffic. That is smooth movement by Saburskas. Jeez, time was running down there, but he managed to find a way. And the defense will be kicking themselves there that they weren't able to stop that. Oh, looking for the alley-oop there, but it's got in the way of the disruption again. Getting those passing lanes quickly. And the foul on the approach. It's Cooked who will go to the line after sinking the bucket, and a chance for the and one. Fast start here for Lithuania. Bit of a chaotic start for both teams, trying to find their way into it. Jokubas Kukta. Bit down in his last game against France. Has been averaging now on 12 points for the tournament. Just a couple there against France. And, the free throw, the bucket, a little bit of defying gravity there for him. That one looked in until it wasn't. And we see Wilmore engages there through Arroyo. Rosiato surveys the scene. Gets it through. There's Gaines. Oh, just falls short of the mark. You can see the pace he was trying to put on the ball. Couldn't get it through the hoop. Corner ball has to reach. Goes with the go-go gadget arms. Able to reel it in. The play stays alive here for Lithuania. And there's a 3 for Royas on the outside. Thank you for joining in on the chat. We can see you there representing your countries proudly. Lovely show of sportsmanship there as well. And there's a respect to Puerto Rico and respect to Wilmore as he hits the 2 underneath a lot of pressure. The first points on the board there for Puerto Rico. Much needed basket there after the fast start. And fast hands. It's Gaines getting in the passing lane. Might have run out of room there, but may have been impeded illegally. We wait to see the call there from the referee. Well done there. Walked the tightrope and, not happy with the treatment there, Gaines. Puerto Rico will keep the ball. Back into action there. Hemmed in against the corner, takes the step back 3, hits the rim unsuccessfully. Rosiato with the board. Lovely spin move underneath, draws the crowd, step inside. Just short of the mark. Another opportunity here, Lithuania allowing Puerto Rico to get to it. It just spurts out there, somehow gets into the hands of Wilmore. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Looks like a little bit of a broken GPS at the moment. They're not sure of the direction, and unfortunately, a bit of a scrambled shot falls short of the mark. Bit of a tumble over the midcourt there for Saburskas. Lithuania able to recuperate. Kukta. Almost stripped from behind there from Rosiato. Only had one hand in the cookie jar. Doesn't come away with a full choc chip cookie. Have a look at this here. There was some space there. Important tap and important disruption there from Rosiato to come back to live action. And then contact underneath the hoop. We'll see Kukta go back to the line. Seeing no in the chat there from Omi, 30,000. Jeez, there was 29,999 Omis ahead of you, my friend. I'm not sure what you're saying no about, but we'll look for some further enlightenment as the game goes on. Kukta at the line. Generally a 64% proposition. Makes the second. So Lithuania with the running so far, 9-2. A 7-point lead as Puerto Rico try to find their way through. The extra pass on the outside. The offensive foul puts pay to that plan. Just a little overzealous there, penetrating the paint. And for the Puerto Ricans, they'll have to wait another day. See Fuentes joining the game there. Play resumes through Saburskas. Trying to use that pace, and oh my goodness, he's just gone through the entire team like a hot knife through butter. And that may be the timeout call that is needed after a ridiculously fast start here from Lithuania. Look at the movement there. They could only just watch as he breezed past. He left a puff of dust like the Roadrunner. And a lot of headaches there for Puerto Rico early in this one. 11-2, the timeout, and a chance to right the ship. So we see the stats there on the screen at the moment. Puerto Rico haven't been able to find the way to the hoop. They're just starting at 17%. And as you can imagine, with only the 2 points on the board, just the 1 assist. So needing to get some more continuity back into their game. Welcome back here to the action here after that timeout in Torquay. As Puerto Rico try to find a way, but it's ripped away over the back. A quick finish there in the fast break. Stankovic just takes the 2 points to add to his total. So not the start they would have wanted coming out of that timeout there. Night Dad very happy with Lithuania's start. They're saying to keep it up. The shot goes up, but it's just short of the mark there, and it's tapped away there from Lithuania. Again, not hesitating, but it was read well. That is great defensive pressure there from Arroyo. Manages to stop those plans in the tracks, and now can they turn defense to offense? The shot from the outside gets nothing, but underneath the basket. Great defensive pressure, not to give up the foul there. Fuentes would have thought he was through, but just blink and you miss it. Lithuania at the other end as Saburskas gets the points. He's now up to 6. Trying to make something happen there is DJ Gaines, and he is fouled on the ascent. There's a little ISO there, little spin move. Good adjustment mid-air to initiate the contact and earn himself the trip to the charity stripe. DJ Gaines been averaging 25 points per game in this tournament. Usually 83% from the foul line. Love that when he sinks the free throw right on cue there. Makes sure that the numbers don't look made up. One of the featured players throughout this tournament. Oh, there you go. Said he was 83%. The 17% have to come from somewhere. So not what Puerto Rico need at the moment when they're scrambling for points and scrambling for defense at the moment. Oh, a late whistle there. Did appear to be contact against Russius. And he too will find himself at the foul line. A little bit of a defensive lapse, open it up there for the extra pass, and the defense scrambled to try and stop and scrambled illegally. They did. First one's no good there, so Puerto Rico will claim a professional foul there. Managed to strip at least 1 point back from that approach. Second one makes amends there. So it's a 13-point lead, 3:16 at the moment. It says Puerto Rico need to find some baskets. Can Gaines do that? No, he leaves that one short of the mark. Again, as we've seen all throughout. And that was a professional foul, although Gaines definitely disagrees with it. Don't really see too many players agree with the foul there. Looked like we're going to get cleared for takeoff, but air traffic control said not quite yet. Russius will be made to earn them from the line again. First one is good. Getting those free throws up. Generally pretty good at the foul line, the entire Lithuanian side. They've been shooting at 73% throughout this tournament. So you don't really want to put them on the line, but sometimes you're really faced with a choice that you don't know what to go with there. You try and make them earn it twice over as Torres into the fray here. Engages with Rodriguez. Albino. Now the shot from inside the arc. I think there's something going on. Someone's left a window in the stadium. A few shots have been short of the mark there for Puerto Rico on the right-hand side of your screen. Now taking the step through, taking, well, a very tough path that doesn't bear any fruit. As we see a very hard foul and very hard contact with the floor. Hope Kuchta is okay there, and believe there just before the replay started, it may have been called an unsportsmanlike approach to it there. Wait and see what happens there coming out of the break. That was some heavy-duty contact there with the hardwood. But Jakubas Kuchta, well, he looks tougher than a $2 steak at the moment. He's up and about, he's ready. You always seem to get a little bit of an extra surge of energy and adrenaline when you get told you can take some free throws as well, it has to be said. Sabetskis is the correct pronunciation. Thank you very much. Appreciate your help there in the chat. Sabetskis. Of course, thank you very much for tuning in. Wherever you are around the world, supporting your team or getting ready for a wonderful final day of basketball in the FIBA U17 World Cup. Doesn't make them completely pay there with the left alone free throws, but they'll maintain the possession. Has a look there, tries to survey the scene. 4 on the shot clock. Shot goes up, it hits the right of the rim. But another opportunity here with the O board. Pass, just a little fumble there. Closes the defense on. And going through the lane this time, some argy-bargy there. Doesn't quite work. And the whistle there, the blocking foul called as Torres tried to go straight through the paint. So Jodaric Torres at the line. Goes at 71% from the stripe. First one is good. Puerto Rico very happy to be adding to that total there by any means necessary at this stage. Important in this last 3 minutes 50 to build some momentum and build up that belief again. Second one, no good. There's a wrestle underneath there. Really well done, that one from Joma Rodriguez. And able to wrestle back possession there for Puerto Rico. That's the intent that they need there. That's the intent that's going to get them back into this one. There's Rodriguez. Fuentes, left outside alone, but that one falls short of the mark as well. Must have been a very strong upper body day. Oh, no such dramas there for Rodriguez. Lands a long-range bomb. Lithuania having to pick the ball out of the net. An unfamiliar sight so far in this one. It's Bioidavitas. Just left that out of the reach there of Schlogeris. Had made the space and the running in that corner. Just a little bit of a malfunction at the junction. Puerto Rico, can they get a couple of baskets in succession and foul off the ball there as we see more players hit that hardwood. Have a look at this replay there. You can see just a bit of contact coming across there. Well, these mops are getting a bit of a workout at the moment, a physical start to this game. Spin move there from Torres. Finds his teammate there at the mid-range. Fuentes collects, and we're going to see a timeout here. Momentum growing for Puerto Rico. Bringing that margin into 9 points. They'll be buoyed by the last minute of action. We have a look at Lithuania there. Not too much to be upset about, but you want to take the air out of the balloon. You don't want to give the opposition too much momentum to build some belief. That'll be the lessons there to go back to what we started well with. Lithuania have made it to the foul line. Haven't been able to make Puerto Rico pay completely. Only 56% there. But it has really been buoyed by some wonderful work penetrating through the paint, putting pace on the basketball, and able to get out the back of the defense. We saw a reply there from Rodriguez and Fuentes with the last basket there that has put the game back with the momentum going Puerto Rico's way, but still some work to do in the early days of this one. So we'll see if the message has been received there from Lithuania. They will want to put the foot back on the accelerator. So we return to play here. Just under 3 minutes remain in the first quarter. Sharing the ball, walking the tightrope of the half-court line and throws it away there. Albino works his way up the hoop under contact. He's excited about that one, and well might he be. Created the opportunity, then put the hard hat on, got the basket. Unbelievable work. Ruividas heads to the bench after that one. Mass changes there. Coaching staff not liking this. They want to get the game back on their terms. There's a three-point play there. Well done. Edwin Albino. Tough stuff there. Down to a 6-point margin. Puerto Rico have rallied here. There's an opportunity with a step through. Heavy contact. Delayed whistle. Saberskis will go to the line here. Just love that step through action. Forces Torres to make a decision and sort of leave his assignment. Here's another one, generally good from the charity stripe. Right on cue, sinks that one. Thank you very much. 87% from the line. Coming off a 17-point game against France. He's already up to 8 in this one. A fast start, leading the way. Puerto Rico want to keep on going with the work they've done to claw the lead back. Picks up the dribble in a couple of minds there was Rodriguez, but able to share it around. Albino again puts the overalls on and goes through the paint and paints a pretty picture. Don't give him a sliver of space. He will get through with relative ease. Well, he makes it look easy. As the double comes on the half-court line there, it opens things back up as they're able to escape the trap. Cookter now draws the crowd once more. Left on the outside, over eggs the pudding. Misses the basket. That's one he would have really backed himself to make there. And now, Rodriguez, stop, pop. There we go. Now gravity is chosen the side of Puerto Rico. Wonderful work there. Brings it to a 4-point ball game. And a slip there. We're going to see an over and back. And the wheels are getting a little bit rickety here from Lithuania. Omi is now going to be braving watching the basketball because Puerto Rico caught up when they weren't listening anymore, they weren't watching along, and, well, you've missed quite a bit there. As, again, going through the paint, lovely extra pass, and there's going to be a whistle underneath there. can see there the change. Been holding on to the ball a lot better. Been trying to force the Lithuania defense to make some decisions close to the hoop. It also does slow down the opponents when you start making baskets yourself, and that was really putting them in a lot of trouble early in this game, where they were having to sort of cover quickly on the transition defense. First one is good there for Fuentes. Averaging 9 points a game throughout this tournament. Played all 6 there, averaging just under 16 minutes, and he's playing a very important role in this one. Brings it back to a single basket game. They walk the court and at the line now. First one is good. So Becas. He goes 2-2. So some breathing space again for Lithuania. Break there for Fuentes, a very industrious start for him. 4 points so far as he takes a seat on the bench. Albino finds Gaines, tries to get through. It fumbles out there. It's going to take a deflection off the Lithuanian player, but it might be a small mercy because it looked like that play was sort of starting to disintegrate there, not going to get that fluency and that movement throughout. Rashis and Sebecas, the favourite Lithuania players of Sir Francis Drake. Good to have royalty, and good to have what a classy make that was from Gaines in the corner. Not quite. Wait for that to catch up. There we go. A 1 point ball game. That was a very tough contested make. The game very live. Ooh, you're going to have to give us some context on that one. Not sure if it's very live, but the game has been very absorbing so far in this one. After a fast start from Lithuania, Puerto Rico have got it back to a solitary point. And the foul called there, blocking foul against Sanchez. Around the court, thinking he'd got away with that. He would have got away with it if it weren't for the referees. Ever vigilant on the ball. So again, walking the court here. Bonus situation. First one is good there. Sebecas. Having quite a game so far. Double digits already for Christopus. A bit of a slight delay there as we get the personnel in order. Running into trouble there. And the trouble was too much for Torres. Lithuania get the ball back here. Shot clock switched off. Final moments. There's a tangle of bodies. Albino doesn't agree. As Kukta was holding onto the ball, draining the time off the quarter. An impressive effort there to appeal while he was falling. Kukta at the line. He's hit the deck a couple of times early in this one. He'll be bruised and sore from this contest. Getting the ball through the nylon certainly makes those ailments hurt just a little bit less. Definitely will be in the ice bath after the game, you'd imagine there. Does give the ball back to Puerto Rico to put a shot up before the quarter time break. What have they got in hand? Got some great handling there from Gaines. A pass to the outside. Oh! Magnificent finish there to the quarter for Puerto Rico. And Sanchez walks off with a smile and the momentum. Wonderful make, cooler than the other side of the pillow, and Gaines drew the crowd beautifully, drew the attention. That's why he's a dime maker. And Puerto Rico, after a sluggish start to that one, will be very happy with a 2-point deficit there. It's Lithuania 26, Puerto Rico 24. You can see there in the early days, the shot-making selection really got things off there for Lithuania. They put pace on the ball, a lot of uncontested makes in transition, but Puerto Rico did well to stem the tide. Well, appreciate the compliments there. Great call making. Appreciate you. Thank you very much to everyone tuning in. Sabetskis. Thank you very much. I do genuinely appreciate your help because we want to make sure we do these athletes justice there, as we see just the wonderful work they're putting together there for you. And there's that man. Sabetskis, beautiful work through the paint. Fuentes was important coming onto the court there. Meaningful stuff. Really was part of the resurgence there of Puerto Rico. But there we see the last few seconds of the quarter. Time to perfection like a Swiss watch there. Welcome back to Turkey. The Under-17 FIBA Basketball World Cup continues here. Trong is on the ball there. 3-18 run to finish the quarter. Almost a quarter of two halves there. We saw Lithuania take the first part of it and Puerto Rico really lift. We're back underway here. Wonderful arm wrestle we've got here in the World Cup. Kukta spent a lot of time on the hardwood. Gets the pass there to the outside. Misses and it's reined in there by Sanchez. Gaines with the ball in hand. Skis down here. Takes a little bit of contact. Bounces off. And wouldn't you know it, Puerto Rico have taken it. But there's a defensive lapse on the outside, not made to pay. That one just sort of fell out of momentum midair. Scores level after a fast start. Gaines. Sanchez back to Gaines. He's going to try his luck with space. Oh, it's not luck when you shoot the ball that well. Dwight Gaines. Not afraid to shoot it from the long range. And why would you not with a stroke like that? And the whistle after the shot was made, meaning that Puerto Rico are going to get another opportunity at this as well. See a whistle off ball now. Referees ever vigilant. So a bit of a get out of jail free card there from the deck. What was going to be 2 possessions in a row now goes back to Lithuania. Sabetskis. Oh, hemmed into the corner there. Does well to avoid the trap. That opens it up there for the back of the play. They decide to retreat to go forward. Going through, trying to draw a crowd there. Loses the handle though. Doesn't get the whistle in his favour. Maybe eyes were bigger than the stomach that time. But Puerto Rico walling up now. Torres loses the handle and loses possession of the basketball. The pressure there, inferred pressure as it were. And Torres just ran out of room to play with. Once a big thank you to those joining in the chat. You can also engage across social media through Instagram and X. at Next Gen Hoops is the handle you want to be a part of. You want to be alone in the corner there, and you want to be making three. Wonderfully well done there. Laps on the outside, and Kitchus is the one who gets the three for the Troubles. Albino tries to reply in kind. Return to sender, not quite. Nightdad wanting a bit of a lift there from the Lithuanians. Tell you what, there's been a bit of physicality in this one. There's no doubt about how much this means to both teams. As Torres finds his way to the bench after that one. Oh, bang! Don't leave Rushus in the paint alone. Rises above there from the ground floor to the penthouse. Gaines tries to make something happen there. He's fouled. As we see there, DJ likes to put the game on his back there. Clarification being sought through official and player. First one is successful there for Gaines. It's his 10th point so far, so into the double-digit territory. As I mentioned before, been a high scorer in this tournament, averaging just over 25, and just on cue, he leaves that one a little short of the cup. Lithuania, I was going to say hold a 1-point lead, but they can't hold on to the basketball there. Slips out of their hands. As Puerto Rico look to try and take that lead. Gaines, well, showed off his handles there. Maybe a little speculative effort there. Doesn't come up with any gold. Ball just loses the handle there. And now all alone at the end, Albino. Wonderful work there. Kept the ball out of reach of the defender. And importantly, it's the lead for Puerto Rico. And some Lithuanian support in the chat. Thank you very much for showing your colours proudly. As Kukta, again, oh, a little bit of ice skates there for Gaines as he watch it goes past him. And Sabetskas hits the basket to take that lead straight back from Puerto Rico. Sanchez to the outside. Oh, this time it's Rodriguez. Darrell for three. And they're trading shots at the moment. Kukta. There's the southpaw finish, and no one can miss at the moment. It's Kitchus this time. A little bit more lively there from the Lithuanians in the chat. Puerto Rico fans must be happy with the resilience and coming back to a single basket board game here. And they're drawing a crowd up the baseline. Well done, great composure there. Stopped when the traffic came. Dished it off to Rodriguez. Wonderful pass there from Sanchez. He's a good head on his shoulders there, not to rush into things. Kukta. Oh, is this deja vu all over again? Well, the foul stops the basket from going through, but it's not going to stop the trip to the foul line there for Augustus Kitchus. There's Albino. Again, disagrees. Not really ever seen a whistle unwhistled though, so sometimes a little bit of that conversation is all for naught. Scores level at the moment. Kitchus looking to change that, and he does on the first free throw. For all the guys you probably don't want to give 3 shots to at the foul line as well, he goes at 85% through this tournament. So 2 of 2 so far. A lot of emoji support going on in the chat there as well. Thumbs are up, the shots are up, and the score is going up now for Lithuania. So they extend to that 3-point margin. Chance to catch our collective breaths. Wilmore now. The game and the ball in his hands. Gages on the outside. Arroyo to Fuentes. Meaningful moments in the first quarter from him. Chance to impact again. Off to Wilmore. They're being kept at bay. Only 2 on the shot clock. They're going to get something up. Arroyo. Oh, pulled that one there out of the hat. Fortunately for him, didn't come up with a winning ticket. Gets in the passing lane, really well done. Read that play wonderfully well. Now doesn't get the reward there, Albino. No, not quite. Transition defense is on point until it wasn't. The walls came crashing down illegally there as Wilmore tried to find his way through there. Just saw a little bit of space there, and you saw Kitchus there try and get the foul there. Very generous teammate. A lot of action going on the court, a lot of action going on there in our YouTube chat. Going to have to get a little bit of explanation for some of these there. I'm not sure, is that a duck there with a thumbs up? Not even sure ducks have thumbs, but the emojis do. Left-handed finish, you bet. Well done, John Arroyo. Oh, we're seeing some muscles now from the Puerto Rico fans, and we're seeing some muscles on the court from them as well. Still trail by 1. The shot from the outside, oh, that is smooth. Virginius. Gonna have to do something about those corner threes now. Lithuania seem to have found their rhythm. That's a problem for a future Puerto Rico as they're on offense there. Oh, he's happy with that, is Wilmore. Gets his defender to the floor and gets the ball through the hoop. Trying to attack that corner again. And now going through the paint. Oh, he's hit the door deck hard there, has Kitchus. Hopefully he's okay there in the backcourt. A foul committed there as Puerto Rico approach. Yeah, just got a little bit greedy there, trying to strip the ball from behind. A little bit of a pause here as we get back underway. John Miller poses a wonderful question there. Who is winning the final? Of course, the USA versus Serbia ahead as the final. We also have the third place game coming up as well. So medals to be decided later on through the day, and pride and momentum to be decided here today. And goes with a left-handed finish, and it might be early in the day, but he's found an ATM. The bank is open. Michael Portia. He's a tough make. I don't know how he's got it from down there to up there, but that is some classy work there. Misses on the free throw, falls short. Wilmore now with another opportunity. Wilmore passes it through the paint, putting the hard hat on. Arroyo, good defense there, just affected the shot, didn't impede. Viedas. Off to Sabetskis. All retreating now, 4 on the shot clock. They've got to find something. Here comes the pressure. That is a long-range speculator, too long as it were, as it falls out of bounds and shot clock violation. Good defense there from Puerto Rico. 3 minutes to go in this one. 43 points apiece, so level pegging's exactly where we started this. Still none the wiser as to who's going to come away with this one. Wilmore now takes a considered pace. Portia, he got it done inside the paint. He gets it done outside the arc. What a shot. And now the gauntlet has been thrown down. Running through the paint. We've seen this, the open look. Hits the back of the rim. Doesn't find its intended target. Wilmore now. Fuentes. Arroyo. A patient build up here. Well, I say that, and then he just launches, but no, Wilmore misses. There's a contest underneath there, almost stripped away. There's the pressure, but that's going to open up some players. Had to reach for it down by his ankles, but that might have just delayed the inevitable. Lovely work. The pass goes out there to the triples there, and Virginius starting to come alive. There's a couple now for him. Wilmore. Well, lovely space there, but the defensive closeout there from Cookter as well was wonderful. Read that play as well. Ooh, almost a little greedy there underneath there, trying to steal the ball through transition. Oh! Bounced off like a pinball there. Wonderful work there. Virginius is coming alive here. And Rodriguez there, warned by the referee after that one. No arguments here with the chat saying it's a good game and it's absorbing here. Both teams playing with a lot of pride, and there's going to be a attack as well in there as well. So something may have been a little untoward there from the sidelines. Referees looking to get some control back in this one. Playing on the edge both sides here. Wanting to leave Turkey with a victory and winning records. So we'll take the technical foul shot first. Maybe not quite happy with the decision making there. Wilmore at the charity stripe. He makes that. That was cool. Nothing seems to faze Jeremy Wilmore, it has to be said. Averaging just under 13 points for the entire tournament. Good game against Canada where he knocked down 24 as well. That free throw, he finds himself up to 5 points in this one. So still warming into it there from the points production side of things. And this free throw at the other end. Not a happy expression there. Jomar Rodriguez. There's Wilmore again. Darrell Rodriguez with the right-handed finish. It's all right now for Puerto Rico and Darrell Rodriguez. Falling out of the court, falling out of your picture. But the most important thing was the basketball was falling through the net. Rodriguez now up to 7 points in this game. He's been averaging 5 for the tournament per game, so he's already ahead of that one. Looking to leave on a high here. Hemmed into the corner this time. They're not allowing the Lithuanians to get the open player there. Sabetskas to the corner for 3. No, they tried the other corner. Don't come up with the same result. Now Puerto Rico looking to press, trying to extend that lead after playing catch-up for a lot of it. Wilmore. Stop, pop, the sprinkler shot. It's watering day. Things going the way there of the Puerto Ricans as, he comes across and takes the steal as well. And an offensive foul. Oh my goodness, they've missed the unmissable there. Portier being adjudged to block there. Just a little overzealous. There was a bit of chat there about the upcoming games. Don't forget as well, the predictors. We'll come back to that because 83% thought that this was going to be a win for Lithuania, but at the moment, Puerto Rico hold a 4-point lead with 32 seconds left in the first half. But of course, if you do jump onto the FIBA website, the game predictor, you can make predictions up to 5 minutes before the game and earn your shot to climb the leaderboard and get a chance to win and FIBA Under-17 World Cup game ball and Nike gift cards as well. So Lithuania there. Been getting to the line quite a bit, it has to be said, but they've been sharing the ball wonderfully well along the way. There we saw some of the ways it can keep on top of all the news here, these emerging talent. Of course, follow along on Instagram and X at NextGenHoops. Of course, you are following along on those social platforms. Make sure you tag your posts with the official hashtag FIBA U17, FIBA Under-17. 32 seconds remain in this half. As we saw how important it was for Puerto Rico to get the triple on the quarter time buzzer. What have Lithuania got? The challenge has well and truly been issued. Will they take a quick shot? Doesn't look like they're going to, but it might be just a bit of a ruse. Is it a trap? No. I'm going to allow this one to go deep. So may not get another look at it here. Oh, just short of the mark. He did all the hard work. It was like smoke through a keyhole. It doesn't get to the basket there, Sabetskas. 4.5 to go. What have we got up our sleeves here? Might run out of sand in the hourglass. I'm not sure that shot got up in time. The referees agree. So it was a patient build-up there, but unfortunately was just a little bit too patient, if that can be a thing. So at half-time, it's Puerto Rico 50, Lithuania 48. Puerto Rico with a tremendous comeback. They take the lead into half-time, and they take all the momentum. Challenge has now been thrown over to Lithuania as we have a look at some of the stats here. Both teams shooting the ball really well. They'll probably want a bit more production from the foul line. Want to make the other teams pay for putting them on the stripe, but you can see there Lithuania, as they have done, taking those rebounds, and we see the top scorers being a little bit by committee for Puerto Rico. Some even contributions there. But some things to work on here. No team truly in complete control. We'll look to see what happens in a tremendous second half. This one promises to go all the way down to the wire. Don't you go too far there on the chat and on the stream. We'll be right back soon with more of the FIBA Under-17 Basketball World Cup. See the highlights there from the first half.
job against this crowd.
Stolen away here. Collins takes it off with a little bit of windmill. Adding the AC to the arena. Renewable energy. Kutlai. Kutlai kicks it. Omer Sheik steps it back. The three. Sheik. Omer Sheik. Say Sheik. Living fast like a Sheik kebab. Lem cocked Omer Sheik with an absolute dagger from the deep.
Stop running with it, yeah, but just go and get it. Hey, come on,
Bunte slaps it on home. Come here, boy. Come here, son. Bunte gets the ball into play. Oh, what a beautiful block that is. Costa Rica. The dribble to the rim, Wella. Bonjour, ça va.
The way France have started is doing a great job against this crowd.
Could have been blown well out of the water by this point. Bunte. Oh, beautiful pass round the back from Beckham Black. Takes off. The crocodile says snap. And Akua jams it on the U.S. defense. Oh my goodness! Silencing things here in the arena. Nikola Kustrica.
Williams, Young, Collins here. They've done such a good job on the defensive end.
Oh! Body to body, chest to chest. That was absolutely filthy from Montgomery. Stuck it all over the defender. Kutlai kicks it. Omer Sheik steps it back. The three. Sheik. Omer Sheik. Say Sheik. Live in France like a Sheik kebab.
There's been a lot of good possessions for Australia that the Americans still.
Oh my goodness! CJ Rossa with an absolutely stunning play. Pushes defender through the mixer.
Welcome back to Turkey here. It is the second half about to get underway. Eric McFarland here. Pleasure to bring you all the action there for this game between Lithuania and Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico hold a 4-point lead at halftime, 52-48. Thank you very much for staying with us here. I believe it's in the morning as well there in Puerto Rico, so nice and early. Hope the coffee is going well. It was an energised second quarter there from the Puerto Ricans. Can they continue to surge with that momentum? Or will Lithuania get things back on their terms? We see the crowd start to fill in and prepare here. Both teams wanting to leave Turkey with a win to finish their campaign as the second half gets underway. Working their way through. Darrell Rodriguez trying to find his way to the hoop. He's thwarted away. Gains the pass through. Arroyo finds a baseline. Puts his forearm up for support. Strong work there to create separation and a basket. Out to a 6-point lead. Puerto Rico's best lead of the game. Kukhtar gets a ball back from whence it came very quickly. And now they've made that spot open in the free. But no, that one is falling short. A couple of times there now, trying to reach for that pass as they go past. Can Puerto Rico hit them with a bit of Lithuanian medicine? Not quite this time. And underneath, well, I think Luis Rosiado just wanted a bit more than everybody else there and got fouled back on the ascent there. Thank you for your engagement in the chat. We got asked who had the best jersey during the halftime break as well. Don't want to be too biased. I quite like that Australian one, but I'm going to go a little bit out of kilter. I'm going to go Venezuela. I thought that one looked pretty snazzy. I'm sure I can say snazzy and get away with it there. Rosiado can get away with that free throw. See why the Puerto Rico fans were happy to talk about the jerseys. They were sitting on top of the rankings there last time we were looking at the poll, so a very popular jersey there and very popular performance right at the moment. They've managed to extend that out to an 8-point lead. 17% of people looking very clever at the moment. That was what the predictor was before the game started in Puerto Rico's favour. Kukta tries to find his way, but being worn like a $2 suit there. And then rips it away as Gaines. Head on a swivel, goes all the way to the hoop. Oh, he's messed up the final part of the equation. He did everything right. Kukta, midair, makes a decision to go to the outside. What a great decision it was. And the three is made by Virginius. He's made a couple of key baskets, probably none so more than that, to bring the lead back to 5. Thought about it, takes a step through, a little bit of rope-a-dope with the defender, but misses again. Kukta with pace on the ball. Oh, wonderfully well done. He shimmied, he shaked, and more importantly, he scored. Nice run there for Lithuania. Wilmore now trying to use his handles to approach and top. That was poetry in motion. Beautiful work there. Little individual brilliance from Jeremy Wilmore. Kukta tries to work his way around. He does. He dribbles into a pretty advantageous position, but just doesn't put enough on that one. Cross-court pass from the outside. Left outside alone. Jeremy Wilmore hits the 3. Wonderful vision and just the will to get that one over them for Rosiado. And that was a wide open 3. Keeping it that 8-point margin there in Puerto Rico's favour. It's timeout called by Lithuania. A lot to discuss there, like is going on in the chat, of course. Remember, of course, if you are on YouTube at the moment, our membership program is there. Become a FIBA YouTube member, unlock exclusive content, get early access to highlights, acquire loyalty badges and emojis during our live streams, and get more exciting perks. You can pick one of the rookie, starter, or MVP tiers and be part of our growing community today. I saw some of those emojis in play. Also saw them on the ad. A little Steph Curry, Caitlin Clark. LeBron was in there. I wonder what colorway is going to be surrounding him in the upcoming NBA season. I wonder if our chat has any ideas where LeBron may end up in the season ahead. But that's still a little ways away. We've got an 8-point margin to deal with here. Puerto Rico, 61, Lithuania, 53. And they've really taken the ascendancy since late in the first quarter and not been willing to give it back there to Lithuania. Lithuania are going to have to get the game back the way they wanted here, and that's probably what the discussions were. They're able to get a lot of pace and transition early in this game. It has got stagnant, and that's not going to help things, passing it straight to the opponent. Wilmore misses, though. Chose not to take the extra option there. And now, there we go. That's more the transition stuff that was working for Lithuania. Rushis, sorry, with the jam. Gaines, pass through. Wilmore takes a tour of the facilities there to try and find an avenue to the basket. Rodriguez That one's left to the left a little bit. Left with nothing. Oh, geez. Needed a step ladder to get to that pass, and none was forthcoming. Sabetskas led the way in the scoring for Lithuania there. 15 points in the first half. Couldn't quite get the connection there. Gaines. There's the switch there. That might open it up there. Good defensive coverage there, but it's not good enough. Somehow Gaines, despite the attention there for Berginius, is able to make it to the hoop and get two. Moving the ball with pace there. Well, a split-second decision there to try and contest that shot is deemed. Oh. Berginius now will see himself at the charity stripe. He's got 11 so far in this one. Missed his only free throw to date. Has been a bit of an Achilles heel for Lithuania. Not such on that occasion. Makes the first. Goes 2 of 2. Brings it back to 6. Rosiado engages with Darrell Rodriguez. Gaines. Back into the paint. Oh, good coverage there. The help comes, but was he able to pick his way out of it? Oh, that's one of the most beautiful shots that you will see not counted today. As he launched that one there from the car park. And the whistle well and truly before that. Gaines surveys the scene again. Gaines and Wilmore, a likely duo. Gets it to Arroyo. And now pushing back with the size. Ran out of time there. Just a lack of awareness from Puerto Rico. A shot clock violation, so it's an important stop there for Lithuania. Can they continue to make inroads? Sabetskas. The seas part for him. Oh! Get that one out of here. Squatters' rights claimed in the venue by Rosiado. Read that perfectly. Came across about 3 men back, and you can see he's pumped up about it. Why not? Try to catch the defence unawares on the inbound. Have to be a little quicker than that. Oh, right on the buzzer. But an overcommitment there in the defensive effort. Let's see. Vidas. Go to the line. Rodriguez taking a breather now. First one, no good on that occasion. With Gabrielis. These are the little opportunities you've got to keep taking here when you're playing the chasing game. Oh. Almost a photocopy of the first effort. Let's see, puts a little bit of extra mustard on this one. There you go. Like Goldilocks, the third one was just right. The disruption again this time. With a bit of stagnancy falling into the Puerto Rico offense here. Lithuania definitely sharpened up defensively. Wilmore in the corner. While I talk about sharpening up defensively, they've just left the man alone there, and Sanchez says, don't give me a second invitation, my friend. very quickly it can happen. That's getting this Lithuanian offense. Decides discretion's a better part of valor. Runs into trouble there. See the movement off the court, thinking that was just a feral defensive effort. Kitchus will think separately as he's just hit the deck hard. Ooh, you can just see there on the replay. The elbow kind of jolted him there on the ground. He is in a bit of discomfort. Just seems as though when he fell, it might have winded him there. So it looks like we're going to get a substitution. I hope the young man is okay. Sometimes when you land there and you've got your elbow out, it can kind of disjoint your landing. No, it sounds a bit silly to say. Sometimes you can spread the contact if you're landing, if you expect it, but the elbow just seems to have hurt him there. So they're going to take all the care and attention there. They're not going to rush things here. Make sure that he is okay. Does seem to be in a bit of distress, unfortunately. So it's a 7-point margin here at the moment. Puerto Rico still able to keep Lithuania at bay. Of course, the free throws after this short break, we'll see a chance to dig in there. We see some highlights there. Kukta doing some wonderful work in the paint. Wilmore has led beautifully as well for Puerto Rico. 12 points so far. And we saw, bang, the uncontested jam there for Russius. A little bit of Lithuanian medicine. Well, the side wasn't in the active shooting. So no free throws after all of that. So there'll be some small happiness from the Puerto Rico bench there, who didn't agree with the foul to begin with. Shot from the outside. Huh. Yes. Well, I guess if you're not going to get the free throws, might as well take the 3 that are on offer. Try to get a repeat of the last play there in the corner. Don't get it. Oh, that's strong stuff underneath there, but can't get the final part to fall. On the outside, a lot of time to think about it. Too much time to think about it, as it were. Gets it back there, Virginius. Gets it into the middle. And there, as we see, they draw the crowd again. Hits the front of the rim. They have been able to suck in the Puerto Rico defense. Just haven't been able to make them pay. And always tough to win the ball away there when you're in the back position. You see the pressure that was being put on there by Virginius, but once the attacker gets past you, you have to do your level best. You can't make any mistakes there, otherwise you're going to get the whistle against you. Bobbles out. You see that pace on the ball again. Puerto Rico were well set, but then the pass to the corner. Closed out nicely there by Sanchez. So Lithuania have to reassess the scene here. Just over 3.5 minutes to play in this one. A 3-on-1. Has to catch it mid-air. There's the floating teardrop. It's just tears there after the miss, but strong recovery there for Russius. I think he's asking for the foul as well. You have to settle for the 2. Sanchez to Lopez. Finds DJ. Oh, had the ball on the string as it goes through the string. That is a big bucket there from a big player. Just the 2 though. So still a 4-point margin. And there's another foul on the shot from outside the arc. Lithuania the 63, Puerto Rico the 6-7. Chance to close in on that margin. So Lithuania had a good couple of minutes here. I think as we've been saying in the chat here, it's so hard to predict who's going to win this one. It's been a game of ebbs and flows. Love to see your support along the way. Of course, you can support it on social media as well, at NextGenHoops, the handle, on X and Instagram. Use the hashtag FIBA U17 for FIBA Under-17 World Cup action here. First one's unsuccessful. So a little bit of a let-off there. That's usually 74% at the line, so bodes well for the final 2 shots. Making me look cleverer than I am, right on cue. Appreciate that one there, Gabrielis. Oh, goes 1 of 3. So really did let Puerto Rico off the hook there. Torres engages there with Albino. Key moments in this game there. Let's see who takes the momentum. Gives it back to Gaines. Only 2 on the shot clock. He's going to launch. Not enough. It hits the front of the rim. Best to react was Albino. Keeps it alive for Puerto Rico. Just trying to muscle. I think that's going to be a... Yeah, there you go. Travel right on cue. You see what he wanted to do. Tried to get up there, but oh, wonderful defense. Well done there for Berginius. Just stood firm. And now does he get the result on the other end? No, it's closed off. Lithuania maintained possession. Draws the crowd once more. Hits the front of the rim. And I think both players were really wanting to get it. You could see Gaines there a little bit upset. He thought he was in the best position, but none of the players came up with a winning raffle ticket there for Puerto Rico. Lithuania will get another chance. Great day of basketball ahead. We've got a few more games before we get to the finals as well. So still plenty of opportunity to see your team and also some of the emerging talent here on display. Oh! Get that out of here! Emmanuel Lopez says no thank you. Oh, Gaines. Misses that one. Torres to the corner. Another missed opportunity. Just keeping them in it here. Ripped away. Gaines. And there's the foul as he was about to go to the hoop. Seen that a couple of times with Lithuania, making decisions mid-air with the pass. Always fraught with danger because you're trying to think, you're trying to do, you're trying to control your body. And sometimes you can just open the door there for the defender to come in and, well, slam it on you. A bit of polite advice from the officials. 90 seconds to go in this third quarter. Oh, I was about to say stripped away cleanly, but not as clean as it appears. It's like a shared vacation home with a low-star review. It looked clean in the pictures, but on closer inspection, not so clean. See, at the foul line now. Lopez, after that big block, makes the first. Emmanuel Lopez. Chance to keep that separation here. The deep breaths. Yep, nice and calm. Lithuania now in possession. What have they got up their sleeves? Voivodas gets the protection, but probably committed a little too early there, ran away. So now, right place, right time. No! Thought that was going to be a Lithuanian basket, but Fuentes said, not so fast. I've got some different ideas. This is going to be very tough with 0.6 on the shot clock. Going to dive deep into the brains as to some of the set pieces they probably practice at training. Oh, it's ripped away. Wonderfully well read by Albino. Passes off to Fuentes, who uses the left-handed finish with class. The trap against the half-court line. Doesn't come away with the ball. There's a wrestle going on. Wrestled away successfully there by Velulis. Now in the corner. Ooh, another one that just fell apart at the end. Oh, wonderfully well done there. And Lithuania did not let that play die. Sinitsa kept the dream alive there for Lithuania and gets the reward. Oh no, that's a bit sloppy. And they're going to lose the possession. They had the handle of the game. They could have really gone deep into the quarter, but almost like what we saw in the first quarter where Lithuania gave Puerto Rico a chance to have a little bit of momentum. Now, Puerto Rico have handed the baton back. What do Lithuania have here? Can they energize? Can they take some belief here? And there we go, the corner three again. Oh, it hits the rim, misses. The O-board falling away from the basket, was countering against himself, was Kitchus there, so it was always going to be a tough shot. And it proves to be 71 to Puerto Rico, 66 to Lithuania, a 5-point margin at three-quarter time. Game still very much in the balance here in the FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup. See, both teams have been shooting the ball reasonably well. Happy to let fly from beyond the arc. Free throws, a missed opportunity for Lithuania so far. Rebounding, as you'd expect from Lithuanians, very strong, but they have been a bit careless. 18 turnovers there. And let's see, Gaines and Wilmore have led from the front for Puerto Rico. Savetskas as well, 15. Both teams want to throw the ball around, as we see there in the highlights. Happy to share it amongst each other. And again, letting that corner ball go. Gaines, he is a classy player, can get it done with ball in hand, whether it's passing or shooting. That was born out of a very small amount of time left on the shot clock, but Lithuania sticking to the task. Let's hear it in the chat. Who thinks going to win from here? Big last quarter to come. Of course, this is the opportunity as well to keep on top of the stats, see who's leading the way there, and also take a look at the games ahead. So, as I mentioned before, a lot of basketball coming your way. And next up on the docket is going to be Italy and Japan, and then we look towards Canada and France to continue on a full day of basketball here. Of course, looking forward to the third place game between Australia and Turkey, and also the final between USA and Serbia. But this game's going to go all the way down the wire. Yeah, it has been low scoring, but it's been an arm wrestle. It's been interesting to watch who's going to stand up here for their sides and leave Istanbul with a win. A lot of pressure there, and it's worked well. Albino may get the reward straight away. He won't get the steal, but that pressure that he put on Cookta created that turnover. Cookta finds the corner, and that is much needed from Kitchus. Want to keep building that belief here for Puerto Rico. Composed stuff so far. Rosiato gets it back, he launches up, and there's a foul on the way to the hoop. I think it was the only thing stopping the big man. It was either that or gravity as he takes deep breaths on the ground there. Luis Rosiato. As we see in the chat as well, mentioned the predictor contest still goes on for the remaining games today. 17% of people looking very clever at the moment as Puerto Rico hold the lead. Keep an eye on those things. Of course, there's a chance to win some great prizes there. Shot at that wonderful game ball you just saw go through the hoop. And also some Nike gift cards as well. So make sure you check that out for all the upcoming games here. Chance. All you got to do is guess who's going to win. Can't be that tough. Well, it was so far for 83% of people, but we'll give you a passing grade there so far as that one bobbles out. Puerto Rico, luck's a fortune, it gets back to them. Gains. Constant movement there. And then a very speculative effort there. Felt the pressure of the shot clock coming there, doesn't get the basket. Lithuania. Savetskas. Little rugby pass to the corner. Doesn't get the result. Strong underneath. He could not be shoved there, Velusalis, until he was shoved illegally. That is just strong stuff. Held on to it. Calls a jump ball. I'm not sure about that one. Maybe if you've got the Puerto Rico jerseys on. And who's that come off last? It's come off Lithuania. Great disruption there from Gaines. Put pressure on the pass. And it's taken Kukta's body last. Torres. Not in a rush here. There's space at the back. So there can be all the space in the world. You're not allowed to collect the ball from beyond the Istanbul wording. That is out of play. So haven't been able to put them away yet. Lithuania. Pass underneath. Oh, stripped away. Wonderfully well done. Now stop. 2 feet set. Not 3 points scored though. Velulis passes it off. And oh! Caught one across the chops. And still made the basket. He's been in the wars here today, Augustus Kitchis. Oh! He would not have been able to see the basket at all. He's still full steam ahead. Persistence there from Kitchis. Been hitting the deck hard here today. Just doesn't quite come away with that one though. So it's a 3-point ball game. Both teams setting themselves for a final assault on this victory. Nice pass underneath the defense. Composed work from Torres. Sees the basket fall the way at Fuentes. Pass over the top there, trying to make space up the back this time, Lithuania. Kukta. The extra pass on the 45. Oh! Comes alive there with that one. 3 points for Savetskas. 2-point ball game. Moment after moment. Key here, and Gaines gets into the key and hits 2. Tries to draw the contact, does get the whistle eventually. You see there. Yeah, felt the little bump, so decided to take the ball in the air, see if he could make the defender make a decision there. Unfortunately there for Rodriguez, it was the wrong decision. First one is good for Virginius. I think I saw a comment in the chat before saying, I hope both teams are having fun. I think both teams are not quite at that stage yet. They are playing with a determined resolve. Second free throw misses, but it ends up going back to whence it came. Savetskas. The attention comes. Kukta for 3. Not so much. Falls into Albino's hands. Off to Gaines. There he goes. Oh, you can't let that man get into the paint. And there it's ripped away at the half-court line, and Gaines goes up to the top there. Spring Hill Jack he was. DJ spin us a tune. He might be spinning the winning tune for Puerto Rico here today. You see him set it up through the key there, through traffic, the first time round. Unbelievable stuff there. And quite an energy sapper there for Lithuania after they'd done so well to get to the game to a solitary possession. Now with 6 minutes to play, it's all on Lithuania's hands. They've got to make the running. Back underway here after a couple of key plays there from DJ Gaines. Yeah, it's a very good point there from IDF Menace. Lithuania were undefeated before their loss in the quarterfinals. Haven't been able to get that winning feeling back. Will that help? Well, it certainly helps the cause. 2 points there for Russias. Yeah, your further comment as well. Puerto Rico definitely came to play. Still 5.5 minutes to go. Gaines steps up again. And he's fouled. Probably the only thing that can stop him at the moment. Sabetska says, who? Me? Couldn't have been. And who fouled the man? Very bemused look there. He looks up at the replay there. We also had a look at the replay there. Gaines has come alive here in the last. He's been playing well the entire game. There's spark plug here. 6 steals if you don't mind. And with that basket takes his total 21 as well. 6 steals, jeez. That is a man who stays engaged with the game. He goes 2 of 2. Ooh, James might be going a bit earlier. Still 5.5 minutes to go. I think it's too early to declare a winner or a loser yet. Just need to look at how quickly they got out of the blocks here, Lithuania. See, oh, that's not going to help things though. You might be proved right there. Oh! What a foul! No, not a foul. Block there. Sabetska's. Because I expected the whistle the other way. There was a bit of delay there from the referee. Some dramatic pause. And now a travel is called. Apologise. What a block. Let's give credit where credit's due. This resolute defence. Being a bravo Puerto Rico in the chat as well. I think everyone thinks there's 50 seconds left. That's a 5-0-0. 5 minutes to go here. But with the ball in Gaines' hands, things happen. Wonderful things happen. Just doesn't get the assist that time. There's a whistle. Interesting to see. Oh, that's an interesting call there. The unsportsmanlike. So could that be the opening that Lithuania need? You're absolutely right. Not foul there. That was definitely a misspoken word. And 2 of 2 there. So important baskets there for Lithuania. They do maintain possession as well. Oof. Rides that half-court line closely. Now to the corner. Big three. Brings it back to 2-point margin. Some of those early Crows might need to just put it back. It's Virginius with a big basket. Spins around with lovely vision there. Now the step inside for two. Should have stayed where he was. He over-clubbed it. And now Lithuania to level things up. Oh, good defense. Stops that. Gaines puts on the afterburners. Just taps it away. And it's finished there by Fuentes. Clever basketball IQ there. Didn't collect. Just a little tap. Little bit of breathing space. Goes through the middle there, tries to draw a foul. Doesn't get that, but does still get to keep possession. If he couldn't get the complete result, that's a nice consolation. Oh, shot and the foul again. Schlugeris will go back to the line. We saw what he was able to do just before with the unsportsmanlike free throws. Now he's got a chance to add 3 more to the total. First one is good. He's been going at 75% from the free throw line in this tournament. He and Lithuania will need 100% this time. Ice running through his veins at the moment. To bring it back to a solitary point. Never in doubt. I'd love to see that prediction contest right now because I don't think it would be such in the favour of Lithuania, but it's still too hard to tell. Lithuania making a big run for it now. Can Puerto Rico hold on? Sanchez surveys the scene. Finds Gaines, and why wouldn't you? Tries to find himself in the key, it pops up and pops 2 more to the total. I think there might be a game plan of just get the ball in Gaines' hands, and if you're not going to put it in his hands, he's going to take it from your hands. Another steal. And goes all the way to the hoop, misses it. The trailing man can't get it back, and now pace the other way. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Makes do, he improvises on the spot. Well done there by Sabetskas. Probably wasn't expecting it straight away, but he did collect it, did collect the basket. And we're going to see a timeout here, 1 point the margin. Puerto Rico have the 1 point lead, but they'll be feeling Lithuania just chomping at their heels. I wonder if we've got some predictions at this time here. Show your support in the chat. So 3 minutes to go in the tournament for both Puerto Rico and Lithuania. And with just 1 point between them, who is going to leave Istanbul the winners? Wilmore. Gets it into the hands of DJ Gaines. Oh, wonderful defense there. Schlugeris has had a few key moments since coming onto the court here in the last. Whilst he doesn't win the ball for his team, definitely disrupts. Gaines trying to get that running start. Not so. Albino, 4 on the shot clock, burrows in. And he goes back. He follows up his own work and cleans it up. Oh, just straight through the middle. Didn't wait for the defense to set there. Sabetskas. Now Puerto Rico trying to put pace on the ball, but discretion advised there for Albino as he gets it back. Wilmore gets some protection there from Fuentes. The switch out. Wilmore pulls the trigger, and that's going to fall the way of Lithuania. So in a game that has seesawed back and forth with this possession, Lithuania has a chance to take back that lead that they held so comfortably in the first quarter. Schlugeris almost loses it, but it's tapped out there by Fuentes. It was tapped out by Lithuania, so it won't be an over and back. Or a backcourt violation. Cooked it to inbound, although he's been met with a lot of challenges with that. In fact, he just throws it away. Great inbound defense from Puerto Rico. Tested the nerves. Easy win, Lithuania in the chat. Whoa, that is confidence. I like that person's confidence. I like DJ Gaines' confidence as he hits a 3 there and extends the lead once more. So that's good. Ooh, just out of reach, but he reels it in. And now from the corner, a quick reply was needed and a quick reply was given. Virginius. Through the middle there. Great defense. No foul called. Lithuania win the possession. Rosiato doesn't agree. But look at this. Looked like he had a clear path and beautiful work coming across there. I think that was Virginius. Right place, right time, right decision. And it's right there for the taking for Lithuania. Sabetskas. And there it is. Lithuania take the lead. He has come alive here in the last quarter. He's performed well all game, it has to be said. 24 points, sees a sliver of space. And all Puerto Rico can do is watch him fly by there. And in the last minute, Lithuania have taken the lead back. So now it's over to you, Puerto Rico. What have you got? Had to fight hard to get back into it, control the game, and now the challenge has been thrown down to you. That whiteboard there might just say, get it to DJ Gaines, but is that too predictable? Nothing predictable about this game, it's got to be said. This game is intense. You're absolutely right there, chap. 50 seconds to go. Every moment is going to matter. Little things about to become big things. On the world stage, who can stand tallest here? So you see how much that means. We'll see the support in the crowd. Love to see that. Some coaching in the chat as well. I'm liking that. Some great suggestions. Let's see if unfolds the way that we'd like to see. There you go. Gaines given the basketball. Given the steering wheel for this offense. And he twists, he turns, he creates a lot of space for himself, then misses the wide open three. Strong rebound by Rushes. Final half a minute, pressure on the half-court line, gets it over. And now, into the paint, puts the hands up. No rush here. And there's going to be a foul, is it? We'll wait to see the call from the official. 17 seconds on the clock, time has stopped. Fuentes, yeah, a little infringement there, and importantly, the bonus situation comes into play here. Sabetskis with the first. 2 points the margin. A lot of Australians supporting the chat, love to see that. And a little bit biased, has to be said there. As Sabetskis makes the free throw there, makes it a 3-point game, which restricts the options and the opportunities here. A few questions about the foul there. Just, it is a high pressure situation here. Maybe saw an opportunity, wasn't quite there. The lid of the cookie jar slammed shut quickly on his hands. So now Puerto Rico, seeing they've been able to share the ball, what are they going to set here to try and level the terms? Do you see them going deep into the clock here and take that last shot, go for the all or nothing? Or are they going to try and get a quick fire too? There's a lot to work with here for both teams. Lithuania have some fouls to give as well, so that will give them a chance to, if they see something maybe opening up there that looks like too good a look, they will be more than happy to foul on the floor there before the shot goes up, you would say. So, be interesting to see whether or not Puerto Rico go with a more considered offense, which they've done for a vast part of this game, and then try and create that separation, or whether they get ball through hands. We're about to find out. 17 seconds remain here. 3 points the margin. What have you got, Puerto Rico? Gaines gets the ball. Engages there. For Albino. Out to Fuentes. Shot clock going down. Game clock going on. Gaines, what's he got? Tries to work through. He's running out of time. He's run out of time. Great defense, Lithuania. Is that the defensive stop that wins them this game? You could see Puerto Rico trying to get open, and Lithuania were just smuggling them there with the Anaconda Vice, not allowing them to have any space or opportunity. That is high pressure stuff there from Lithuania that may have just won them this game. There is 3.2 on the clock, 3.3 as we see it adjust. And now you'd have to be thinking there's going to be an attempt at a steal from the inbound, and if they miss with that, it's got to be a quick fire foul. But Lithuania have got one hand on the victory now. How the mood has changed for the Lithuanians from the beginning of this quarter. I think Lithuania will be very happy there that the free throws haven't come back to hurt them there. And you look at the field goal percentage, probably don't need to worry too much about that. It's all about ball control right now for Lithuania. Keep the ball out of the hands of Puerto Rico, and they leave Istanbul with a win and a 5-2 record for this tournament. Very good point there made. Some three-point shooting has been wonderful there from Lithuania. The ball control for them, which is ironically what they need to do now, has probably been one of the things that have hurt them as well. But it won't matter too much here. If they can ride out this last 3.3, here we go. Wonderful pass. And oh, you could see that Joma Rodriguez tried to read that. He saw the ball coming, but it was a lovely pass to the advantage of the Lithuanian team. And the quick foul there as expected. Random nonchalance drop in the chat. We like that. Love the word nonchalance. Get it. We got some nonchalance in there. But at the moment, I don't know what the opposite of nonchalance is. There's a lot of chance going on here at the moment. There's a lot of stress on the Puerto Rico side. Now, to ice the game, Jokubas Kukta. There's the first. Doesn't look like the face of a coach who thinks he's about to win the game there. Might just be a face of relief, it has to be said. What's Kukta got? 2 of 2, and that may be the icing as we see the ball is dribbled out there. Lithuania fight hard and come back to win in the last quarter. A wonderful effort from there. Puerto Rico had all the running there in the last quarter, and Lithuania stands strong. You can see how much it means to the fans who've made the trek there to celebrate and cheer on their family and friends. A 5-point victory for Lithuania. And yes, that's a very good point. Perhaps some of the experience comes to the fore there, and they've been able to ride it in the clutch moments of the game. A couple of maybe some errors there, some pressure getting to the Puerto Ricans at the end, but they'll take a lot of positives out of that. You can see, whoa, double the turnovers, Lithuania. Said it before, I'll say it again. May have been a get-out-of-jail-free card for them, the way that they handled the basketball. We saw some of the top scorers there. The players who stepped up for their teams. Sabetskas and also Gaines, as we see some of the replays now of what was a highly entertaining game. It's been highly entertaining on the court, but also highly entertaining there for those who've engaged and played along in the chat and also on social media. Thank you so much for tuning in where you have around the world. I've loved seeing some of the chat talk about where you've been tuning in from. It truly is a global game and global tournament. And it's been wonderful to see us all come together in this basketball community to watch this game as it all came together at the end for Lithuania. Wilmore was another star for Puerto Rico. There was the hands getting to the corner. Some strong stuff done from Russia's late. And that's where it felt like the wheels might be getting a little rickety. But Puerto Rico, they weren't able to hold on to the lead. We see that, just coolness under pressure. Gaines, well, this is a star in the making as well. Love his endeavour. Sabetskas on the other side as well. Strong basket there. That was really important in the context of the game. Gaines did his level best to keep the Wolves at bay. Look at that. Strong through the core. Led from the front. And a wonderful victory for Lithuania. And a wonderful game. Make sure you subscribe to our FIBA channel. Of course, we have the YouTube membership program as well, but there's a lot more basketball to come throughout the day and throughout